And we are just about set for Westfield home matchup here at Amelia Park between the Bombers and the East Longmeadow Spartans. Westfield a 3-2 record on the season thus far. Wins against Longmeadow, Minichaw, and East Longmeadow. Their second meeting of the season. First result, a 5-1 victory for the Bombers. So it's looking to be an exciting matchup in a different environment this time. Bombers faithful, ready to go. Responsible for about a third of the total scoring on this Bombers squad. 10 goals, 10 assists. And he has been the backbone, the culture, grit of this team thus far this season. Warm-ups winding down. Once again, the second meeting between these two teams. The first one, a 5-1 victory for the Bombers. That was in East Longmeadow. Now this matchup, Westfield's got the home rink advantage here at Amelia Park. An absolutely beautiful barn. Teams are huddling up, ready to go for what will be an exciting game. Push in on the huddle.
We need to just keep going.
I heard you.
We needed to just
Yeah, I
keep
heard
going.
you.
Okay. He's about to.
The starting goaltender for the Bombers tonight, wearing number 33, Christopher Shea. Him and Owen Colbath have been holding down the net thus far this season. As lineups are being read here for East Longmeadow starters. I'd rather he apologized for his mic sounding like shit than for yelling.
Your mic's hot.
Puck is dropped, handled in the neutral zone. Joe Mafia in the near corner looking for it. Handles it in the corner looking for a passing option, takes a check. Loses control, puck down the far corner. Another collision on the boards. In the high slot, Mafia shot, glove save for the first whistle of the game. That's Owen Fisher in the starting goaltender spot for East Longmeadow, making the first save of the game on the first shot. East Longmeadow wins the draw, dumps it down ice. Rushing for it, it'll be a close call here. And it is ruled icing. Just not quick enough to get to that puck for a strong offensive chance. Near side face-off draw for the Bombers. East Longmeadow once comes away with it. Slot tipped. Goes wide of the net, handling it. Back of the net is the East Longmeadow defender. Winger carries it up ice, picked off in the neutral zone. Physical contact. That puck hasn't moved for a sec, and East Longmeadow comes away with it. They'll dump into the zone and make some line changes. Battle for it. Bombers come away with it. 1-on-3 coming the other way. East Longmeadow takes back in the far corners. There's a check. Battle for the puck. Near side, trying to leave the zone, makes a move. Teammate covers for him. Heading up ice now to East Longmeadow. Quick shot is stopped by the chest. Offensive zone draw for East Longmeadow now. East Longmeadow defender handles it on the blue line, dumped into the corner. Battle for it behind the Bombers' net. Looking. Dumped around the back. Battle for it on the boards, goes back along around the net. Bombers come away with it. Pass just missed there. Could have been a prime scoring chance. It was a couple inches back. Bombers making line changes now, carrying it up the ice. Dumps it right after they cross over the red line. Battle for it in the near corner. East Longmeadow now has it. Poke, 2-on-2, shot, save. Deflected into the corner there, battle for it behind the net. Far corner now. So that battle moves, puck is loose. East Longmeadow winger comes away with it. Shot is in the net for a goal. Looked like he might have had it there, but that first score of the game, East Longmeadow on the board. Goal by the junior Jack Rustico, number 7. Get ready for the center ice draw. About 2.5 minutes elapsed in the game. Bombers come away with it. Thunder carries it, neutral ice. Cross into the zone, looking, chance here, makes a move right between the pads and is stopped by the goaltender. Draw is tied up, still a battle for it. Bombers carry it in the far corner of their offensive zone. Looking for an option here, still battles, shot, slot, another chance! Is held by the goaltender. So a shot in traffic, rebounded right back to him for a strong chance. Another draw, East Longmeadow comes away with this one, taking pressure right away, however, dumps it around the back of the net. Contact, Bombers hold, looking, face off circle, off the side of the net, that one. Behind the net, no one open in the slot there. Goaltender will cover before any danger arises. Yet another draw. East Longmeadow yet again coming away with it. Carrying it around the back of their own net. Taking pressure, looking for a pass opening. Turned over, that pass isn't handled well at the blue line, looking, battle for it. Clears the zone into neutral ice. East Longmeadow could have had numbers there if they sped up. Looking, shot is stopped. And the near corner pass picked off. It's back into the Westfield zone. They're battling for it here, looking, wrapping around. And can't keep control of the puck. Now Westfield through neutral territory. Battle for the puck. And it drifts away from the Westfield offense. Over neutral ice, dumped into the far corner. And East Longmeadow will make line changes. Pressure in front of the net, defenders cover. Far side point, looking, shot, stick save. Now the Bombers carry it up ice again, they lose control, but they get it right back, looking. They don't got numbers here, but they got some pretty moves. Pass into the slot. Open net, couldn't be handled there. Now in the near corner. They're looking for an opening. Some tight defense from East Longmeadow. Quick shot. Chest save. Puck is dropped. Bombers come away with it at the point. Shot deflected. Goaltender handles it with ease. A lot of quick chances off the draw for the Bombers. Not much setup. Quick play after quick play here.
behind the East Longmeadow net. Bombers hold, taking pressure. Near side boards by the top of the face-off circle. Lots of pressure. East Longmeadow comes away with it. They're able to clear. Bombers defender holds in their own defensive zone. Joe Mafia, he might have numbers here. Taking pressure, makes a move. He's got room. Poked away. Penalty called on East Longmeadow there. Looked to be a high stick. So the Bombers headed to the man advantage for the first time tonight. Two-minute penalty. Puck is dropped. Bombers come away with it at the far point. In the face-off circle, shot. Covered in trickles behind the net. And in the near corner, East Longmeadow has it. They're looking to dump it. They won't get it. Looking, face-off circle, shooting, scores! Tie game, that's Trigan Lemansky. The Bombers are on the board. Capitalizing on the on the man advantage. This game is deadlocked at 1 now. 9 minutes 33 to play. Joe Mafia carrying it through the zone. He's at the face-off circle, same place where that shot was made. Now in the back of the net, still holding, looking for a passing option. He'll get it all the way to the slot, wrapping it around the boards. Has it back to far corner, far point now. Near point defenseman, puck goes way up in the air, hits the glass behind the net. East Longmeadow taking it out of their zone. Lost control a bit there. Looks like they still have it. Taking some pokes. They keep control. Bombers come away with it. Defender carries it up neutral ice. Tries to dump it in. Won't go very far. In the Bombers' defensive zone. Collision there. Nothing called. Tips. That won't be icing. Longmeadow looking for an opening as the lines change. Turnover right in front of the bench. Huge collision in the corner boards. And the ref's arm goes in the air. Interference. So now East Longmeadow headed to the man advantage. Not sure about the call on that, but nothing I can say will change it. East Longmeadow shot from the point, wide. Battle for it along the boards. Point-to-point pass, looking, top of the face-off circle, shot, they score. That sneaks past the goaltender. Might have been 5-hole. And the Spartans get their lead right back. This game was only tied for a minute and a half. Bombers have a 1-goal deficit once again. That goal scored only 16 seconds into the man advantage, so power plays have been quick to capitalize on both sides with one chance each. Westfield comes away with it off the draw. Not liking the opening there, so we'll circle back to their own defensive zone, look for something better. Up neutral ice, looking, tip, pass. Still looking, trying to get through some defenders, poked away. East Longmeadow has room the other way. It's 2-on-2. Huge collision in open ice. Player is down, and the whistle is blown. Helped up, but he's able to skate on his own accord. A little slow to get up, but appears okay. Just shaken. He's staying on the bench. Face-off draw, Bombers that carry up the ice. Tries to make a move, turns it over though. Battle for it in the face-off circle, broken stick. Mafia looking towards the slot. Can't get there. Their boards, East Longmeadow comes away with it. They have numbers if they hurry. Coming along, looking, shooting. Chest save. Official cleaning up the remains of a broken stick on that play in the East Longmeadow zone. Puck goes up in the air here, racing along the boards. And collision, there's a battle for it in the near corner. Spartans come away with it, carrying it up through neutral ice, taking some pressure. Can't get it past the defender, there's another battle for it. Westfield comes away. Try to dump it out of their defensive end. They do so successfully. They have it. They have numbers here on the attack. Looking, shooting right into the chest of the goaltender. Offensive zone draw for the Bombers now. East Longmeadow comes away with it. Taking pressure, Westfield has it in the near corner boards. Plays come to a standstill, that puck's still alive. East Longmeadow comes away with it, carrying it up neutral ice. Runs into a wall. Westfield tries to make a chance happen. East Longmeadow gets it right back. 9 minutes played in the game thus far, 2-1 your current score. The East Longmeadow Spartans have the lead as the Bombers carry it through the neutral zone. A little bit of a miscommunication, caught in traffic. East Longmeadow has it. They're trying to carry it up ice here to extend their lead. Pass turned over. Looking top of the face-off circle. Slowing down, going around the back of the net. To the point, looking, shooting. That puck is loose. There's a battle for it. It's free. And East Longmeadow is able to clear the zone on that. Mishandles the puck behind the net. Looking, shooting into the foot of the winger. East Longmeadow once again carrying it up ice. Tips it over the glass, looking chance here. High slot, lots of pressure, backhand, pad save. That puck goes right into the corner. East Longmeadow avoiding any dangerous situations there. Crunching the boards here, still has that puck, looking, shooting. Covered by the goaltender. Bombers have the puck off the draw, taking pressure in the near corner of their own defensive zone, carried up ice. Held in the corner, around the back of the net. Looking, chance here. It's off the side of the net. East Longmeadow once again coming away with the puck here. And they can clear the zone. They're able to just barely. Bombers on side, pressuring the East Longmeadow defense. Still battling for it. No one can quite seem to get control yet. Bombers stay on the offensive here. A shot hits the helmet of the goaltender and drops right into his glove. Mafia taking the draw. There's Brody Hollister on his wing. East Longmeadow ices it pretty much right away. So once again, Mafia taking the draw here. Brody Hollister and Cody Bard on his wings. That puck stays in the dot as it's tied up. Behind the net, looking in the slot, no grip on it. Backhand shot, pad save. Penalty called. Bombers headed to the power play again tonight. Didn't take them long to capitalize on their first man advantage. Draw made, picked up by the winger, held in the point by the defender. Far side, edge of face-off circle. Sharp angle back to the point. Looking for an opening here. It's tipped out of his reach and out of the offensive zone, so the Bombers will need a reset here. East Longmeadow carrying it in, trying to thread the needle on the defenders. Lex just bringing it into the corner. Bombers up ice again. Looking, trying to thread the needle. Face-off circle, now behind the net, far corner. Looking at the face-off circle, shot, looking for a tip. Off the skate, it won't go. As the forward and defender on either side are tied up. East Longmeadow had the chance. The fort is held down by Chris Shea. Penalty is called on that play now, so we're going to have a minute 13 of 4-on-4 action. Lots of room to make some moves as East Longmeadow has control of it in their offensive zone, turning, shooting. Westfield looking to clear the zone. They can't do so. East Longmeadow holds it at the far point. Point-to-point pass, shooting, pad save. Still looking for it. East Longmeadow still has it. Back to the near point. Point-to-point pass yet again. Looking, shooting, tip. Westfield's able to beat the defenders. That puck goes way up high into the air. Off the tip, stays in play. East Longmeadow holds it behind their own net. Pass up ice, looking to advance. Get a chance here. Covered on a chest save. 17 seconds left of 4-on-4 action before the Spartans will take the remainder of the penalty time on the man advantage. If there's a time to tie this game, it's right now for the Bombers. You can see what some of these players can do these last couple of games. When they have open ice, they can do some really nice plays with the puck. Gets nailed in neutral ice into the boards. for a quick whistle. Two minutes to go in this first period of action. Spartans lead 2-1 over the hometown Bombers. Bombers able to clear the zone off the draw, looking for an opening. Can't win the race to that puck. 4-on-4 expires. East Longmeadow on the man advantage as they hold it in neutral ice. Firing through traffic, tipped, no danger there. The puck leaves the playing field. So a 30-second man advantage for East Longmeadow now. Minute 30 to go in the period. Looking to find an opening here in this Bombers defense as they hold it behind the Bombers net. Mishandled the pass, now it's at the far point. Looking, shooting, chest save. Is able to drag it in with the stick and make the stop. Looking at the point, shot way high. Time ticking down in the East Longmeadow man advantage. Back to even strength now. East Longmeadow remains in the offensive zone. Carrying a sharp angle, looking, and this option won't go. And oh my, here. Some pushing and shoving from both sides. Full line changes for both sides as we are now under a minute remaining in the first period. Once again, 2-1, East Longmeadow holds the lead. They scored first, Bombers tied it up on the man advantage, then when they got a man advantage of their own, East Longmeadow was able to capitalize nearly as quickly. Looking to end this period on the right note are the Bombers. They clear the defensive zone into neutral ice. They have room here. Looking for an option. Saucer pass, looking, now it's behind the net. Pass up to the slot. Into traffic, tips all the way down to the point. Bombers stay in the offensive, looking. Quick chance. And that puck hits the netting and goes out of play. Clock continues to trickle down here. It's been a seemingly long first period. We're inside of 15 seconds to go. We're staying the offensive, looking on slot, nothing there. East Longmeadow is able to clear the zone now, looking for a last second chance here. 4 seconds on the clock. Quick shot, chest save, rebound, goes to the Westfield defenders. And a little bit more pushing and shoving after the buzzer following a late collision.
vetdogs.org.
What's up, NFL fans? Quarterback Josh Dobbs here. You may know me as the Pastronaut.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing, and getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. Space isn't just for the astronauts.
It's for all of us. It's not just for engineers like myself.
It's for teachers,
students,
designers,
Mechanics,
scientists, and millions of football fans across the world.
3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time.
After all, there are no limits when there are footprints on the moon.
There ain't no doubt in my mind. This is my time.
Find your place in space. Space for All.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
Let your imagination run wild. Kids 4 to 14, join the Summer Reading Challenge and complete 12 books by September 5th. Find out more at whitehouse.gov/read.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
%76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
What's up, NFL fans? Quarterback Josh Dobbs here. You may know me as the Pastronaut.
This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing, and getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. Space isn't just for the astronauts.
It's for all of us. It's not just for engineers like myself.
It's for teachers,
students,
designers,
Mechanics,
scientists, and millions of football fans across the world.
3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time.
After all, there are no limits when there are footprints on the moon.
There ain't no doubt in my mind. This is my time.
Find your place in space. Space for All.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
Let your imagination run wild. Kids 4 to 14, join the Summer Reading Challenge and complete 12 books by September 5th. Find out more at whitehouse.gov/read.
"76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone."
First, they said
Firing as the Zamboni makes its final laps around the ice, making sure we have a nice clear surface for the second period of action here at Amelia Park Ice Arena in Westfield, Massachusetts. The Bombers are hosting the East Longmeadow Spartans, who are up 2-1 right now. The story through one period is speed on the special teams. Both power play goal apiece for each side, each coming within 30 seconds of the man advantage. Tragan Lemansky, the junior for Westfield, was the sole scorer for Bombers faithful. And East Longmeadow, some tight playing tonight on the other side of the puck, limiting Bombers' chances. Of course, that power play goal was a great shot from the far face-off circle. That was to even the game at 1 apiece before East Longmeadow got an advantage right back and was able to capitalize nearly as quickly. But East Longmeadow's tight defense has left a high-speed, high-power Bombers offense with not many chances. Bombers taking the ice now. Looks like Owen Colbath taking over the starting position, or excuse me, not the starting, the goaltending position. squads ready. Short round of warm-ups. As the period is ready to get going. Shots even, 14 apiece on both sides of the first period. Second period of action ready to go as East Longmeadow's in their offensive zone. Near corner. Weak shot towards the net, doesn't go, turned over. Bombers clear the zone, but East Longmeadow still carries. Behind their own net, passing it back and forth. Pass is mishandled. It was weird bounce along the boards there. Still not able to clear the zone. Dumped back in. Top of the face-off circle. Looking high. Slot back in the face-off circle. Tipped over the net. A little bit of confusion as to where that puck is. Bombers finally able to clear. On to the offensive. It's 2-on-2. Zone. Puck stays in the zone. Quick shot is blocked in traffic. Longmeadow back up ice. Makes a move, loses control of the puck. Nobody there in the slot for East Longmeadow. The Bombers control, looking, turnover. Unable to keep control of that puck in the slot. Now looking, pass. Zone cleared. Once again, Spartans still carry. Over the blue line and right back over the other way. Then over once again. East Longmeadow on the offensive still. Behind the Bombers' net, a carry. Looking for a passing outlet, nobody there. It's a race for it to the slot. Only a Bombers defender there. Looking, they might have room here. Looking, shooting. Blocker save. Rebounds picked up by the defender. Dumping it up ice. Staying on side, East Longmeadow. Dumped into the zone. Bombers carry it through neutral ice. We're on to the attack. Top of the face-off circle, makes a move, works out, they score! Tie game! Second goal of the night for Tregan Lemansky. Makes a beautiful move in the face-off circle and is able to squeak it by the goaltender to hit the net. East Longmeadow comes away with the draw. Tie game now, about 2.5 minutes elapsed in the second period of play. Staying on side. Bombers carry it up the ice now. Unable to keep control here. East Longmeadow holds them out near a corner. Over the blue line, onto the offensive, through the hash marks, through the face-off circle. Shot won't go. Stick got tied up. Bombers head back up neutral ice. They don't have numbers here. Far corner. Breaks, turns. Behind the net. Nobody there. No icing. There will be icing, excuse me, as that was tipped off an East Longmeadow winger. little discussion on where that face-off draw is going to be. The Bombers will be on the offensive side of the puck. Looking to get their first lead of the game after just tying it up. Point, shot, blocked. Back to the other point, shot again. That one goes wide. Fans on the pass, but East Longmeadow still holds. They might have room here as that puck sails behind the back of the net. We'll go around, battle in the corner now. Held near side. The zone is cleared. Bombers might have options here. That's Mafia looking. Will not go. Can't get a shot off. Defender had him tied up fairly well there. Now East Longmeadow, they have numbers here. It's a 3-on-1. Looking, shooting right into the chest of Colback. An even strength and power play goal apiece for each team. We're deadlocked at 2. Longmeadow holds in the neutral zone, trying to get through. Now the Bombers trying to look up ice, pass into traffic, mishandled. East Longmeadow might be a break here. Shot, pad, save. Couldn't get much off there with the defensive pressure behind him. Gets the pass, loses his footing. Bombers able to take it back. Someone will get it right back. That'll be a tripping call there on the Bombers. Short-handed for the 3rd time tonight. Pretty blatant call just then. Junior Christian Anwood headed to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Third power play opportunity for East Longmeadow. They win the draw. Held the near point, point pass, looking, pass to the face-off circle. Chest save, can't cover. Puck is loose. Looking for an opening through the slot. Nobody's able to get there. Now the Bombers carrying it up the ice. It's a 2-on-2. Not putting much pressure on. Top of the face-off circle, leaves the offensive zone for the Bombers, but kills valuable time on their penalty kill. East Longmeadow enters the zone, top of the face-off circle, looking for an opening, tries to make a move in the far corner. On the back of the net. Unable to clear the zone on that. East Longmeadow shot, chest save. Collision in the corner. Battle for the puck. Yet another penalty call. Slashing. Now it's Brody Hollister headed to the box for the Bombers. 1:10, 5-on-3. Very well could be deadly here. The Spartans have had strong positioning on the puck all game in the offensive zone here. The zone's cleared there, defender not able to get to it on time. They'll have to reset here. No call there, collision slot. Fanned on the shot. On the face-off circle, looking for an opening. Dot to dot. Point to point, looking for an opening, high slot. At the hash marks, looking one-time pass. No control on it. 30 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Shot, glove save, can't get a hold on it. Goaltender scrambling, they score. Longmeadow's got the lead right back. With a goal from the junior Kevin Baker for the Spartans. scrambling goaltender. They're able to get that puck right over him as he laid out in the crease. Bombers yet to hold a lead in this game. East Longmeadow's headed right back on the attack. Far corner. Trying to make a move to get in front of the net. Pass to the point. Waiting for an opening. Finds the winger. Zone is cleared. Taking pressure. Trying to stay on side. Turned over. Mafia's got a break here, but it will be called down for a high stick. Handling that puck above his shoulders. Can't do that. So while one penalty's expired here, East Longmeadow's still on the man advantage. They've got it for 48 seconds. And the slash called against Brody Hollister. Making a move. Bombs come away with it. They might have a break here. Can't make it, but they'll clear the zone nonetheless. East Longmeadow defenders not taking much pressure here in the zone. Are able to clear. 25 seconds to go on their man advantage. Makes a move past one Bombers attacker through neutral ice onto the zone. Face-off circle holds. Huge collision in the boards. Longmeadow has it behind the Bombers' net. Loses control. Slaps it around the corner boards. They're able to clear and end the man advantage for East Longmeadow. They still remain on the attack here, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Half the second period elapsed. We're at the halfway point of this game. Puck takes a weird bounce along the boards. Looking over neutral ice into the offensive zone. Shot high and wide. Another shot from the point. Able to cover. Offensive zone draw now for the Bombers, scrambling to get into position. Tied up at the draw, Bombers come away with it now, looking for an opening here into the, goaltender down. Great chance there if he was able to keep control of that puck. Strong defense here, looking, backhand shot, stopped by the blocker. East Longmeadow scrambling, they need a clear here, and they get it. Bombers defenders hold it in their own zone, looking to get back on the offensive after one solid chance. They turn it right over in the attacking zone, starting over once again. Pass intercepted in traffic. East Longmeadow has it. Still all over the place in neutral ice here. Now here's East Longmeadow, 2-on-2, coming in near corner. Tied up, Bombers hold it behind their own net. Now East Longmeadow coming away with it yet again. Point-to-point pass intercepted. Not able to clear the zone, looking. Got moves in the slot. Glove save, unable to hold that puck there. Back in the slot again, over the top of the net, and it's been dislodged. They score. Not sure why the play wasn't blown dead there, but it will count for East Longmeadow. Cody Shaw on the board now. And the deficit is 2. I believe the rule is if the net is dislodged and there's an immediate offensive chance, you can still shoot it through where the net should normally be. Mafia a chance right away. Wide, held at the point. I'm not so sure about that shot being an immediate chance. Took a few seconds between the net being dislodged. Bombers in neutral ice. Collision. No call there. East Longmeadow's defenders hold. They're able to clear the zone. Now the Bombers holding their own defensive end. Collision behind the play, looking for an opening. Here are the Bombers. They won't find one. They'll dump the puck in and chase after it. Far point. Far corner, lots of action behind the East Longmeadow net. The Bombers hold now at the far point. And again, winger is unable to keep control. It's some range behind the net in Bombers' control. Poked away. Still battling for it. Unable to clear the zone around the boards. Point-to-point pass looking, firing, blocked, still has control. And East Longmeadow is able to clear. It will be called icing. So 11 minutes elapsed in the second period of play, 4 minutes 16 remaining. Spartans up 2 on the Bombers. Though they were able to tie this game at 2 early in the period, there was a strong response from the East Longmeadow squad, including 1 goal on the 5-3 man advantage. They might have numbers right here. Do not. Bombers hold control around the back of their own net. Tips out of the zone. Huge collision. Oh my. A little shaken up behind the play. Appears to be all right. Able to move on his own accord. That puck is iced again. Offensive zone draw for the Bombers. Battle on the corner boards. Defender's able to, no, never mind. Stays in the zone, but it'll be cleared right away anyway. In neutral ice, the puck tumbles to a standstill. Looking for an opening for the East Longmeadow defense now. Try to get a strong offensive opportunity. Entering the offensive zone, looking, shooting wide and high. Face-off circle, shot off the helmet of the goaltender. Far point, looking, shooting, looking for a deflection. It's still available. Puck trickles out of the goal crease. And the East Longmeadow goaltender covers successfully. So another offensive zone draw for Westfield. They come away with it. Defender holds, point-to-point pass. Zone's cleared. A circle around through neutral ice, try to get through the defenders. That puck just barely across the red line for another icing. This offensive zone draw on the far side. Backhands it towards the net. Defender loses control, loses his footing. Lose the zone. But they keep control of the puck, but now East Longmeadow has it. I always speak too soon on who has the puck. I say someone has it, then Then the other person has it, and blah, blah, blah. Bombers defender holding it. Far side boards. Pass up ice. Trying to get a break, will not find one. Sandwiched along the boards. It's a big puck battle here. 3 East Longmeadow guys to 1 Westfield guy. Official's arm in the air. For interference, the Bombers will be headed to the man advantage. The junior Connor Brewster called. He'll sit in for 2 minutes. And the Bombers will have another offensive chance. They've been putting up some pressure, but no golden opportunities since East Longmeadow extended their lead to 2. Draw to start the power play. If they don't score here, it'll trickle into a little bit of the third period. Pass picked off, deflected out of play. Draw, same near side spot. Held at the point. Closing in on face-off circle, tight angle behind the net. Going for a pass option here. Held by the hash marks. Drop back to the point, taking some pressure. Still got it. Circling through that puck high. And collides into the glass. Near corner. Looking for an opening. Passing it along the near side around the back of the net. Got options here, far point. Back to the face-off circle. Winger looking, firing, scores! That's Brody Hollister. The Westfield senior gets this game back within 1. Capitalizing on the man advantage for the second time tonight. And it's a 1-goal game again. Minute to go left in the second period of play. Center ice draw. Bombers come away with control, through back into the offensive. High slot, they lose it. Longmeadow looking to get a chance here. They have numbers, might be a 2-on-1 here, looking. Runs out of room, circles behind the back of the net, pass into the, oh man, covered by the Bombers goaltender. Inside of 45 seconds to go in the second period of play. Still anyone's game. Bombers, however, yet to hold the leads. They win this defensive zone draw, lose control, unable to clear the zone. Battle for it in the near corner. Still going, East Longmeadow comes away with it. Held at the near point, dumped back into that same corner where the battle was held. Bombers circle it around the back of their own net. This time, successfully clearing the zone. Inside of 15 seconds to go, Bombers on the attack for one last chance here, looking towards the slot. Big collision. That'll be called. And the Bombers will be headed to the man advantage for the last few seconds of this second period and likely into the third. The offender not happy about that call. So I believe that was Joe Mafia closing in on the goaltender. Gets hit up high. Appears to be okay. He's on the ice for this draw. 7 seconds to go here. Tied up in the draw. Still tied. Looking behind the net. Sharp angle. And that will end the second period. 3-4, your score after 2 periods. Bombers down 1. 2 goals from Tragan Lemansky and 1 from Brody Hollister have kept this game close. We'll take a break. We'll be back soon for the 3rd period and what's shaping up to be an exciting last portion of play.
Cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
What's up, NFL fans? Quarterback Josh Dobbs here. You may know me as the Pastronaut.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing, and getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. Space isn't just for the astronauts.
It's for all of us. It's not just for engineers like myself.
It's for teachers,
students,
designers,
mechanics,
scientists,
and millions of football fans across the world.
3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time.
After all, there are no limits when there are footprints on the moon.
There ain't no doubt in my mind. This is my time.
Find your place in space. Space for all.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
Let your imagination run wild. Kids 4 to 14, join the Summer Reading Challenge and complete 12 books by September 5th. Find out more at whitehouse.gov/read.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
.76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
What's up, NFL fans? Quarterback Josh Dobbs here. You may know me as the Pastronaut.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing, and getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. Space isn't just for the astronauts.
It's for all of us. It's not just for engineers like myself.
It's for teachers,
students,
designers,
mechanics, scientists,
and millions of football fans across the world.
3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time.
After all, there are no limits when there are footprints on the moon.
There ain't no doubt in my mind. This is my time.
Find your place in space. Space for all.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
Let your imagination run wild. Kids 4 to 14, join the Summer Reading Challenge and complete 12 books by September 5th. Find out more at whitehouse.gov/read.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
.76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
What's up, NFL fans? Quarterback Josh Dobbs here. You may know me as the Pastronaut.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing, and getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. Space isn't just for the astronauts.
It's for all of us. It's not just for engineers like myself.
It's for teachers,
students,
designers,
mechanics,
scientists, and millions of football fans across the world.
3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time.
After all, there are no limits when there are footprints on the moon.
There ain't no doubt in my mind. This is my time.
Find your place in space. Space for all.
The Bombers now taking the ice, down 1 goal against the East Longmeadow Spartans. They're starting the third period on a fresh sheet of ice and a minute 54 on the man advantage after a late penalty by Longmeadow. Looking to start things off strong for the last 15-minute frame of the game. Hopefully tie up this game, maybe get the lead too. They haven't led it all yet. They've tied it up a couple times, but East Longmeadow has managed to stay ahead for the most part. Winding up for the center ice draw, 5-on-4 action. Colbath staying in net for the third period. It's Brody Hollister taking the draw. Held by the Bombers defender. Pass is blocked by a body. Bombers carry it up ice now, making a move through the face-off circle, around the back of the net, looking for a passing option. Held in the corner, staying in one area, far slot. Or point-to-point pass, high slot, lots of traffic. Top of the face-off circle, turn it over. Unable to clear the zone. Bombers still hold, 2-on-1, quick shot! Wide. That puck just barely crosses the blue line. Bombers will have to reset now. Minute left on the power play. Looking. Traffic in the slot. The puck's there. They're able to ice it down. A little bit of danger in front of the net. Bombers stay with it. Turned over now. He doesn't have much room here. One coming on free with that puck. Killing some time off the penalty. Bombers headed back on offense now. Looking top of the face-off circle all the way around. Held, nobody there at the point for that hard slap pass. It's cleared. Goaltender leaves the play to control the puck. Losing a stick able to pick it back up over the offensive zone. Oh, huge collision there. Zone cleared. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. And we are now back to even strength. Bombers remain down 1. They come back on offense now looking. Passing option blocked in traffic. Cleared down ice again. Not far enough to be icing. That puck ricochets along the glass. Looking like Longmeadow has a chance. Shot stopped. Rebound. They score. Pad save on the initial chance. Is able to get it right back. And capitalize on the board. That's the junior, Jack Rostico, scoring for the Spartans to make this a 2-goal game once again. Neutral zone draw. Trickles into the Bombers' defensive zone. Battle along the near boards. Bombers bring it up ice. Pass goes nowhere. East Longmeadow comes away with it. They're able to bring it down. Some bodies tied up behind the play. Icing called. Offensive zone draw for the Bombers off of the icing call. Puck is dropped, almost come away with it. All right, chance right away, caught in traffic. It's tipped out of the zone. Not enough speed on it for icing. Through the neutral zone onto the attack. Squared up. Down to the far corner, the Bombers' defensive zone. Attempting to get on the offense, cut the deficit over the blue line. Over the face-off circle, losing control. Go away with it, nothing on the shot there. Far corner. And East Longmeadow will be able to clear the zone. 1-on-2 the other way. Collision, and the Spartan attacker will lose control of the puck. Remaining in the neutral zone. Penalty called. It's not looking good here. East Longmeadow will be headed to the man advantage after a nasty collision behind the play. Helped up. Shaken appears to be all right. It'll be a scoreboard currently says it'll be a 5-minute major called. That's Joe Mafia ejected from the game, serving the 5-minute penalty for him. Down 2. with 11 minutes to play here. 4 minutes elapsed in the third. We'll be on the man East Longmeadow will be on the man advantage for a whole 5 minutes here, which is absolutely detrimental. Can really swing the momentum. East Longmeadow onto the attack. Looking for an opening shot, chest save. Along the near board, slapped all the way down ice. More collisions. The Bombers look to maybe get a chance here. A 4-on-3 opportunity. Shot sails wide. Huge collision. Keeping control on the puck is the East Longmeadow defender at the point. Tripped up. And we'll have a 2-minute 5-on-3 now. Headed to the box is Christian Anwood, the junior. So far, a very undisciplined third period for the Bombers. These types of man advantages can really silence a home crowd late in a game like this. Spartans hold at the point. There carries right back to the defender. Going for a pass opening, full 2-minute 5-on-3. Logan coming in on the slot, shoots, scores. Capitalizing on the 5-on-3, only 10 seconds into it. That's the junior, Braden Busquet, on the board, extending the Spartans' lead. The major penalty stays on the board, goal or not, but the minor for tripping is taken off the board with the goal there. So back to 5-on-4, about 3.5 minutes to go on that. Spartans hold the puck, far point, losing control. They have to exit the zone and reset here. Bombers come away with it, making an offensive chance along the back of the net. He's all alone here. Pivoting, loses control of the puck. Spartans heading back up ice. They have numbers. Quick shot, blocker save, high up in the air, stays in play. Spartans at the point to point pass. Another pass, looking in the face-off circle. Another penalty called. That one, thought it would be against the Bombers, turns out the call is on East Longmeadow. Bit of a tie-up there. Scrambling on the scoring opportunity. So it would be a full 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey. It'll be Brody Hollister taking the offensive zone draw. East Longmeadow comes away with it. They dump it all the way down right away. Colbath leaving the crease to play it. Rests the puck and leaves it to his defender. Up neutral ice. Long pass into the offensive zone. Far point. An opening, pass through the face-off circle into the corner. East Longmeadow holds, turned over now. Far side boards trying to make a move, find an opening. Quick pass to the defender, shot off the iron! And it leaves the zone. And correction, sorry, the Bombers are on the man advantage here. 2 penalties called in that same play. They'll expire at the same time. It's 4-on-3 hockey right now. So lots of room to make things happen. Battle in the corner, collision. Unclear who has control. East Longmeadow unable to clear as the defender holds. Whistles blow. East Longmeadow coach not too happy about what's happening here. It'll be a penalty called against the Bombers. The ice is empty right now. So again, still the third period. Very undisciplined for both sides of the field. Minute 53 left on that 5-minute major. They'll play 3-on-3 hockey. Unsure what the ruling seems to be here, but I guess the Bombers still maintain their man advantage. Appears to have been matching penalties, so they won't apply here. The face-off circle behind the net, around, far corner. For a passing opening. Shot tipped high above the netting, excuse me. Quick shot, tipped in traffic. Oh! Nobody there to get the rebound. And East Longmeadow clears. Both of East Longmeadow's penalties expiring in 20 seconds now. Still a minute 15 on the 5-minute major to Joe Mafia. So it'll go from a Bombers 4-on-3 advantage straight to a 5-on-4 for East Longmeadow. As there's a quick shot on the zone entry held by the Spartans goaltender. 7 minutes remaining in the game. A deficit of 3 for Westfield. Little bit of confusion on the line changes. Puck is dropped. East Longmeadow comes away with it. Not quite able to clear the zone as the defender holds it in. Shot. Nothing on it. In the slot, looking. Nobody there. Now it's 5-on-4 hockey. The Bombers have 45 seconds to kill as East Longmeadow takes the man advantage. They hold it behind their own net, waiting for a passing option or some kind of opening to get things going with the 30 seconds that they have here. Over the blue line into the offensive zone. Circled around behind the net. Bombers take control. Able to clear. And East Longmeadow dumps it right in. Puck heads down the ice. Nothing there on the what could have been an offensive chance. 5 seconds to go on the power play for East Longmeadow. Shot, rebound, does not go. Oh, and it on the second try, they score. Right as the power play expires, the Spartans are able to capitalize as that puck sails through the goal. Oh. A little bit of an error on the scoreboard. Playing the Bombers goal horn. but that was a goal for East Longmeadow. And I guess the score is 37-6 now on the in-arena scoreboard here. Correction, it's 3-7 in favor of East Longmeadow. They carry it in their own zone. Stays on offense. The Bombers are able to clear. Neutral ice, they'll dump it in straight into the glove of Colbath, who holds on. We are under 6 minutes to play left in the game. Our deficit of 4 for the Bombers. It would take a miracle to tie up this game to give the Bombers a chance at winning it, but isn't that what hockey's known for? Miracles? Bombers carry it behind their own net, around the boards, clearing into the neutral zone. On the offensive, battle for the puck in the near side boards. In the corner, unsure where it is. Whistles blow. And a little bit of pushing and shoving ensues. Quick shot off the draw, save on the blocker. Chance right away, unable to handle the puck. So we entered the third period tonight. Bombers on the man advantage, down. I think they were down 1, I believe. But East Longmeadow capitalizing on some undisciplined play from the Bombers have blown this game wide open. There's a battle behind the net. Bombers hold, collision, lose control. Up ice, big hit. Bombers hold near the, East Longmeadow holds near the center face-off circle as they drop down into their own defensive end. Not trying to get too pretty here. Just play some nice disciplined hockey to seal the win. That's the East Longmeadow mindset right now. The Bombers take the puck off a turnover, carry it up ice. Defenders poke it away. Now East Longmeadow holds it in their own far corner. Taking pressure from 2 Bombers attackers. That puck circles around. Bombers remain in the offensive. Still in the offensive as it's gloved down. Battle right at the corner of, right at the top of the zone. Covered, looking, shot! Fanned on it. In front of the goal, looking, pad save. Battle along the 4 boards. Bombers come away with it. It's closing in on the goaltender, nothing there. Just circle back around. East Longmeadow comes away with the puck. It's at 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. A little bit of shoving behind the play. Official's arm in the air. Pointing to the scoreboard is the offender of that penalty right there, Jack Rustico. Taking some chirps from the Bombers bench as they head to the man advantage now. 3:09 to go in the game, 2-minute power play. They'll redo that face-off draw. Puck is dropped into the far corner. Bombers hold. They have it behind the East Longmeadow net now. Looking, sharp angle, trying to get into the slot. Defenders there. 2. Offensive pressure continues. Pass to the point. Looking for an opening. Far side, fans in the shot. Nothing there. Puck still loose. And East Longmeadow successfully clears. Bombers back in the attack now. It's a 3-on-2 here. Shot sails high over the net. Circling behind the net now. Into the near corner. Trying to make a move for it. Lost track of that puck for a second, but holds. And the winger circling around into the slot. Heavy traffic. Less than a minute to go in the power play now, and less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Defender up ice. Shot goes wide. Going for another chance in the slot. These Longmeadow defenders were able to take care of it. Now they're headed up ice. East Longmeadow on the offensive. Shot. Easy glove save. Defensive zone draw for Westfield now. They come away with it, circling around the back of their own net, trying to clear the zone. Minute 30 left in the game now. The deficit's 4 goals. Official's arm up in the air. And he knows it, going right to the penalty box. So that's the end of that man advantage for the Bombers. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey before the rest of the game, with the exception of there being a goal being played with an East Longmeadow man advantage. Draw is won by the Bombers. They hold it in the far corner of their own defensive zone. Pinned to the wall, there's a battle. Nobody can seem to come away with it just yet. The Bombers eventually do. They circle around the back of their own net. Nice up ice, clearing the zone. No icing called there. That puck circles out with the Bombers' offensive zone. In under 1 minute to go in the period now, East Longmeadow ruled offside on the zone entry. Third period started very close, but it's been a disappointing third for Westfield and Bombers faithful. They're able to clear the zone there, mishandled by the East Longmeadow defender. They're coming up ice, 30 seconds to go in the game. The face-off circle down in the far corner of the attack. Trying to find an opening here or just kill the clock at least. East Longmeadow comes away with it. They'll carry it up ice. They still have control here. Pressure from the defender. Poked out of the offensive zone. Less than 10 seconds to go now. Carrying it on the attack. Nothing will come of that. Some pushing and shoving at the end of this game. There's some bad blood between these two teams now. Your final score: Bombers 3, Spartans 7. Both teams line up for the handshake line. The story of the game tonight is a lack of discipline for the Bombers squad, especially in the third period. They drew a lot of penalties, including a major. which got Joe Mafia removed from the game. They lost a lot of star power with him exiting. Game stayed close through most of it, but they blew it wide open, East Longmeadow.
That sucked.
Shots even at 31 apiece, but East Longmeadow having the golden chances, especially on the man advantage, that made the key difference. Signing off, I'm Owen McIsaac, joined by our fantastic crew at Westfield Community TV. From Amelia Park, good night.